Smoke darkens the skies above Aleppo's countryside. Syrian Russian-backed forces have launched an offensive to seize the area. Syrian armed group Hayat Tahrir al-Sham is fighting back. The new battlefront is close to the capital Damascus in the north. But civilians are caught in the fighting.
My uncle's house was hit by a missile. His wife was in the kitchen and she was killed. The strike was so severe that the missile penetrated into the lower floor.
Government forces have been making important gains, most recently the town of Marat al-Numan. Nearby in Sarakeb, fighting is also taking place in densely populated areas. That's despite a ceasefire deal agreed between Turkey and Russia. It's another strategic town as it's near the M4 highway that runs west to east across Idlib. The casualty numbers are growing on all sides. A centre for rescue workers, the White Helmets, was reduced to rubble and some wounded. Fighting has extended to the northwestern town of Al-Bab, which was under ISIL control 3 years ago. One missile hit the Turkish-backed Free Syrian Army and opposition positions. Turkey has since sent military reinforcements to Idlib. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan warned on Friday that Turkey could intervene if the violence escalates. Airstrikes and a ground advance by the Syrian government has given people only one option: to flee, packing their cars and trucks with whatever they can carry. Others haven't had homes for years, forced to move on to other places several times. Now some live in makeshift camps on the side of the road.
I don't know where we are. I don't even know which way is north or south. We all suffered so much in Khan al-Assal with all the airstrikes.
If we don't get help, we'll go to sleep hungry. We don't own anything. We can't afford to buy food.
And the young are suffering the most. The UN says the situation is turning into a crisis for children. More than 6,500 have been forced from their homes in the past week.
There are about 3 million people in this area. These are civilians who are trapped in a war zone. So, this is why we're so shocked and horrified at the continued military onslaught on the civilian population, because, the international humanitarian law must apply.
Aid groups say there are shortages of food, water and medicine. And if the bombardment doesn't stop, it could soon create one of Syria's worst humanitarian disasters. Raheela, Mahomed, Al Jazeera.